Hi, I'm Babblefish5. Welcome to another episode of the Hungry Hammock Hanger, the show that helps you expand your backpacking pantry without breaking your budget. Today, we're making my favorite game day meal, especially when the Saints are playing. Yeah, who dat? We're making red beans and rice, and not the thin, flavorless kind, but the spicy, creamy, meaty, stick-to-your-ribs kind. Hold on, this is going to be good. The shopping list for today is 1 pound of Polska kielbasa, 1 pound of red beans, 1 can of diced tomatoes, 1 large onion, chopped, 1 green bell pepper, chopped, 3 stalks of celery, chopped. Cajun chefs like to call this the Trinity. 4 cloves of garlic, chopped, 2 bay leaves, a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of sage, 1 teaspoon of dried parsley, 1 tablespoon of Cajun seasoning, and 1 teaspoon of thyme. You'll need 4 cups of beef broth plus 2 cups of water and 3 cups of instant rice. Soak the beans overnight with water with about 3 inches over the top of the beans. Make sure to drain your beans right before you begin to cook. Split and slice the Polska kielbasa into 1/2 inch pieces. Put a little olive oil in a Dutch oven and cook the Trinity for about 5 minutes over medium-high heat. Add your beef broth and water, your red beans, your diced tomatoes, the garlic, the spices, and the bay leaves. Give everything a good stir. Bring it to a boil, cover it, and let it cook for 90 minutes on medium-low heat. After 90 minutes, add your Polska kielbasa and let it cook uncovered for an additional 30 minutes. While we're waiting, let's talk about the sausage in this recipe. Traditional Louisiana red beans and rice has a spicier kind of sausage called andouille, not kielbasa. Unfortunately, andouille sausage has got a high fat content and does not dehydrate well. If you really want to have andouille sausage in your red beans and rice, reduce the kielbasa to a 1/2 pound, slice, bag, and freeze some andouille, and you can put it in your red beans and rice when you rehydrate. Just remember to cook this on your first or second day so your andouille doesn't go bad. Let's get back and finish cooking, huh? After a 1/2 hour, take your bay leaves out, take 25% of the beans, and the beans only, and put them into a food processor or a blender. Pulverize them until they turn into a thick paste. Put the paste back into the red beans and give everything a really good stir. This will cause the red beans to thicken up. You want to cook for an additional 15 to 20 minutes. Put your preferred serving size onto fruit roll trays in your dehydrator or on cookie sheets if you're using your oven. I like 1 cup servings. Once this is dehydrated, we'll add rice. Since this recipe has meat, we'll want to dehydrate it at 160 degrees for about 12 hours. When dehydrating a meal on a solid surface like the fruit roll trays or on cookie sheets, you'll need to flip your food at about the halfway mark. Flipping your food will actually help your meal to dehydrate faster and more thorough. This is what your red beans and rice looks like once it's dehydrated. Everything is very solid and very brittle. Take your serving size and put it into a Ziploc bag. Take a 1/4 cup of the instant rice and put it in the bag. Make sure it gets kind of mixed up a little, really well. Package it according to the packaging that you like. Vacuum pack it if you're planning on storing it for quite a while. This is good for about 1.5 to 2 years in storage. When rehydrating this meal, I prefer to put my mix into the pot along with my cold water. Doing it this way kind of helps the meal or the meat to rehydrate better. Put enough cold water to have about a 1/2 inch over the top, and then bring your water to a boil. Once your water's come to a boil, just put your pot into a koozie, or your freezer bag into a koozie if you're doing this with freezer bag cooking. You want to let it rest for about 20 to 25 minutes. After about 20 minutes, red beans and rice look something like this. Oh yeah, it is good. This is a great meal after a long day on the trail. It's hearty and flavorful. Goes well with cornbread too. It's easy to make and packs light enough to carry an extra serving to share with friends, or make new friends. I hope you enjoyed this red beans and rice meal as much as I do. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the trail.